Hey guys, and welcome to a very special video. I want you guys to meet Eve.
So, who cares? Why not do your own thing and let them say what they want?
She's so cute. She's named after Evelyn from League of Legends. It's Jay's favorite champion. And we named her that because we have like black carpets, like area rugs, and she like, you can't see her at all, and so we had to put this little bell on her, which like doesn't fit, but it's really cute. You can't see her because she's black and she has dark eyes and she's really quiet unless you ignore her. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you guys the story of Eve. Hopefully I'll be able to do it while having a kitty cat on my chest, which I think is very adorable. I don't know if she wants down. I'm gonna put her on my lap. There you go, baby girl. Why don't you stay with me? You don't want to be in the video? She doesn't want to be in the video. Oh, meow? Meow louder? Meow? Meow? You're gonna meow for them? Meow. So yesterday, I had an appointment with the ear, nose, and throat doctor. That was like the next course of action for these sicknesses I've been having. If you guys don't know, I've been having like nausea, headaches. It's just been really bad and really debilitating, and it gets worse throughout the day. So it makes it so that I can't work as long, I can't stream as long. It's pretty bad. So I got an MRI, like you guys know. And then I saw my neurologist again, and well, I called him, and he said that I have some inflammation of the inner ear, but otherwise I look pretty fine. So he recommended me to this ENT, which is ear, nose, and throat doctor in the area. On the way there, okay, so we're driving on the 405. 405 is what we call it here, not the 405. Can you stay up here? Can you stop being crazy? Usually she can't leave me alone. She'll like meow if she can't find us. We'll like walk around a corner and she'll be like, meow, meow, meow. And she's like so clingy the first night, but now she was sleeping on Jay's lap as he was playing League of Legends. So cute. But anyway, we're driving, and I see this little tiny black kitten. We're going 60 miles an hour. There's no traffic really. And I see this tiny little black kitten. You want down? You want down? Here. Come on. Come on, little Eve. She's gonna fall. She's gonna, oh, you don't need to take out your claws. So rude. And we see this little tiny thing. It was like something from a Disney movie. It was literally ridiculous. Like, it was this tiny little fluff ball, this little girl, walking on the side of the freeway with her head hanging low, walking really slow, like it was some kind of like animated character who had humanized because of how sad she was and how like sick and tired and lonely she was. And I was like, oh my god, Jay, there's a kitten on the side of the road. And Jay's like, an alive one? Like he thought it might be like roadkill or something. I'm like, yes, an alive one. And so we stop on the side of the road. Jay's like running down the road and I'm like, don't run because you're gonna scare her. And he just keeps running. And so I start running after him. I'm in flip-flops. I have like no makeup on. I'm wearing like leggings and I'm just on my way to the doctor, right? And I'm thinking, I don't give a fuck if we're late. We have to save this kitten. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking the entire time like, oh my god, what if she freaks out and she runs into the freeway? Like, I don't even know if I can handle that. So my hedonistic ways that only care for myself, I'm thinking like, should we just like try to put this cat out of our minds, because there's no way I'm gonna be okay if we scare her and I did something wrong in trying to capture her and she runs in front of a semi or something and there's no way I can stop it on the freeway. It's like one of the big freeways. If you've ever lived in LA, it's the same freeway. It goes all the way down the coast. It's the gigantic one with like 4 lanes plus. And everyone was whizzing by. It was really loud. And Jay goes, I hear it. And I'm like, you hear it? Because it's really loud on the freeway. And he's just looking around and there's nothing on the side of the road anymore. He looks in the bushes and he can see her little eyes. She's just sitting there in the bushes, like Evelyn from League of Legends, just sitting there quietly. And I see her and she doesn't look like she's freaking out. She's kind of just looking up, like surrendering herself, really. She was just like, mew, mew. And her mew is kind of like a quack. It's like, meh. You gonna mew for them? Meh. She's quiet when she's with me, but if I like put her down and ignore her, watch, she will start meowing. Maybe. Maybe she doesn't like the lights so much. But anyway, so I just grab her in the bush and I hold on to her really firmly because I do not want her running. That's like my biggest fear, is that she's gonna run off into the traffic or something. And I'm like grabbing her and I just pull her out of the bushes and I'm like hugging her, and I'll post the Instagram video that I took, well, I had Jay take on the walk back to the car, which was like 1/4 of a mile. Fucking freeway. Aww. She's so cute.
I just saw her eye in the bush.
Aww. Are you okay? It's okay. She's so tiny. I'm so glad we stopped.
Yeah. How did you see her? She's on the road?
She was walking on the side of the road, just like so sad.
Aww.
It's okay. It took us a while to stop because freeway, 60 miles an hour, you know, it's like there's a reaction time in there, so we had to run quite a ways to find her. There was nothing else around, and I'm hoping that we didn't leave like all of her brothers and sisters and her mother and father or something just like in the bushes somewhere close by. She was like fighting me and being so cute in the car, just like trying to run around, and she was like really curious about the environment. And honestly, this is such a big deal for me. I told you guys, a lot of you guys who know me better, who've watched a lot of my videos, know that I love animals. It's like my favorite thing. It's the one thing that I can't always think rationally about. It's the one thing I can't always be objective about because I love animals so much. It took me a really long time to be able to talk about veganism and vegetarianism. She's like falling over the cords, it's so cute. Objectively, without letting emotions cloud my judgment, so I can understand where all of the really annoying vegans and vegetarians come from. And I love animals of all kinds, kittens, puppies. I just never thought I would have one for myself. Not only do I dislike change, but for me it's a huge deal to take care of another living being. And this isn't the reason why I don't have kids, by the way. I just really hate kids, have no maternal instinct, all that stuff, but I love animals, and I would love to have like a barnyard full of animals as long as they could take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the decision for me to keep Eve has been kind of a weird one, because on one hand, it's so easy for me to give her up. She's of the age and she's adorable. Like literally we took her to the pet place to buy food and stuff, and we took her with us like just in our arms, and everyone is literally like dying over her. There was this girl about my age with a big tattooed boyfriend. He was like tall and thin and like had just tattoos everywhere, and like she turned around, she saw him, she's like, oh my god, he's so small, and just like freaked out. And then there was another woman who was talking to us about it. We took her to Target, and we put her in the cart, and a couple of the Target employees actually saw her and like took her out and started hugging her, and she's like messing with my toes now. She's so cute. Get back up here. She would be so adoptable right now. Anyway, we got to the ENT place and I had my appointment. So I told Jay to hold her in the car. Are you gonna leave me again? Fine, whatever. She has a hard time jumping from that height. It's very cute. She like almost lands on her face. And the ENT thing was like, it's so annoying. Like they didn't send over my my MRI. So I had to like wait in the waiting room for like a really long time as they just like called the place and hoped that the MRI would get over to them. It was really fucking annoying, and I was like stressed out because it was really hard to find the place. I had to like go up from the elevators for where I was parked into the lobby, and then I had to cross over to a different set of elevators to get there, so I was like almost late. And then I was worried about the kitten, and Jay's like, should I drive the kitten to the vet? Because oh my god, like her ribs and her shoulder blades and her spine, you could just feel it. What is she doing? What are you doing? You could just feel them. Like literally it was like she was just skin and bones. So we didn't want to wait for me to have this hour-long doctor's appointment. So I'm like, Jay, if you can hold her and drive like 2 miles to this, there was like a cat clinic. I was like, go ahead and do it. And I sent him the address. She's like attacking all of my stuff and now my feet, and I'm gonna try to keep my composure while I make this video for you guys. But anyway, so he takes her over there, and I wish I was there because apparently it was like a bunch of women who really love cats, thought she was really cute, and apparently they guessed that Jay wouldn't want to keep her. They're like, you don't want to keep her, right? After he explained that he had found her on the freeway and all that stuff, and he was like, no, I want to keep her. Right there he made the decision, but we could always go back and give her to them, and she would definitely be adoptable. We could take her to a no-kill shelter. There's actually a place that I follow on Instagram that has like 400k followers in Seattle. It's called Foster Kittens or something like that, and they have just like tons of kittens just like her that are in need of a current foster home, and she would have so many people to play with. People, by people I mean cats, but also people. But anyway, I'm very uncomfortable with the idea of changing my lifestyle to make sure that I'm taking care of another living thing. I feel like I wouldn't be good at it. I feel like it would be trial and error, and maybe I will do something wrong, like giving her bottled water supposedly isn't good, or maybe there'll be some like cosmetics she gets into. I don't have a cat-proof house, and all of these things were going through my head. Also, I can't be as easily travelable, as chill as I am. I have to spend more time with her, and I just don't feel like I'm a good person for that job. I feel like that's just something that I'm not equipped for and I wasn't ready for, so it's kind of weird that I made this decision because I knew if anything like this ever happened, I would just give her to my parents, which my parents won't take her. That's the one place I would give her. And I could like ask my friends in the area, you know? I have a friend who has like a kid who's pretty young and might benefit from growing up with a kitten. It would be really cute. Or, you know, I have some like female friends here from high school that might take her. Why am I deciding to keep her? I don't even really understand the decision myself. It's gonna be really hard to move with her. She really hates being in the carrier. It was so cute. We got her a carrier from the cat care place, and she was like, meow, 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 like the entire time. Stop playing with my feet. Like the entire time she was just meowing and hating it so much. She hates it when we leave her alone. We can't leave her alone. She's literally like meowing all the time, and that's another thing. It was just so wonderful last night. Like on the couch, we were playing Persona 5 because I took the day off to like get her acquainted with the house and stuff. And we went and bought her like this self-cleaning cat poop area thing and whatever the fuck. We bought cat supplies, right? And then when we went to bed, she actually was like sleeping in between us, and she found a way to walk up onto the bed over the clothes that I have piled next to the bed. So fucking cute. And I actually have like a terribly sore neck today because I was sleeping on my back so I don't roll over on her. I'm like really afraid to hurt her because she's so tiny and so delicate. And then I was sleeping with my head like completely to one side, and now I can't even like turn my neck this way. It's pretty bad. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm keeping her other than the fact that I'm just like pretty attached to her. I think she's adorable. It's crazy to find such an intact, fluffy, adorable kitten with nothing apparently wrong with her. She was like really soft too. It was like, who the fuck leaves kittens on the side of the road? There's no way that she survived being born outside and then grew up outside and still had such soft fur and was still so clean. It doesn't seem like she has fleas, even though today we gave her a bath with Dawn soap. I didn't see any fleas rushing to her head as I got her body wet or anything like that, but she does seem to be itching a little bit, so we'll see. I don't know. She's just like crazy adorable, like the most adorable thing ever. She's perfect, but she is gonna be a burden, and I don't know how I'm gonna handle that. I don't know if the burden is gonna be outweighed by how much I love her and how amazing she is and how much of a stress reliever she is. She's gonna be another expense each month. She's gonna be another thing I have to move and be careful with while moving. Like, this is a road trip we're gonna be taking that's gonna be uncomfortable for Jay and I. How is she gonna feel? It's all just another weird variable that I'm very nervous about and I wouldn't have chosen, but now I'm choosing to keep her and it's really weird. I don't know.
Can you get up here? Oh. Come on, baby, you can get up here. Come on, jump hard. Come on, you can do it, you can do it.
All right, it has been 3 days since I got pretty little Eve here. And we would like to give you an update. Pretty much all of my apprehensions about keeping this kitty are gone. I want to keep her forever. Even though she is much more trouble than she's worth, she shits and then steps in it. Okay, it's the worst thing ever. I understand that she hasn't had anyone to teach her that that's not okay, and that that's not how kittens behave. But then after she steps in the shit, she walks on Jay and she walks on me. And she doesn't like it when I use the kitty wipes to get it off of her fur. And she doesn't like making videos with me for some reason. Fine, you can go down. Anyway, we took her to the vet today, and she's still 2 weeks too young to get her vaccination, so we're taking her back in 2 weeks. But she seems to be in good health. The discharge around her eyes, which I think could be some kind of conjunctivitis or some viral thing, they don't seem to be too worried about it, so if it doesn't clear up in the 2 weeks, they will give her some antibiotics, but she's just fucking adorable. I really like the apprehensions. It's so weird. The feeling of like, oh, I don't want this responsibility. What if something happens to her? It's gonna destroy me. Like, that's still there. But all of the like, oh my god, it's gonna be a dirtier house. Oh my god, I have to deal with buying some more stuff. Although it is a financial strain, it's like worth it to me. I don't know. And I've just been feeling like it's true that pets really do really do make you less stressed and more happy. So anything that's ever stressed me, or if I'm feeling like there's a lot of work to do, or even when I like have to stop doing work to play with her because she's bothering me, I was worried that she would be way too clingy for way too many months and not allow me to make any videos, but honestly she's just been a great boon to my content, because who doesn't like to look at an adorable little kitten, right? All of that aside, and all of the stresses that she might bring, I'm just happy that she's here and I love her so much, and I can't imagine her going anywhere else. Like, if my mom were to say like, hey, I'll take her now, I would be like, absolutely fucking not. So without further ado, now that you've known Eve, and I've had Eve for 3 days, I'd like to show you guys a few clips that I've taken over the last 3 days of her, how fucking adorable she is, some of which are on Instagram, but maybe not in full, or without audio. And she is such a treasure. Like, literally, saying something is a treasure makes me feel like an old cat lady, but she's just fucking the best thing ever. She's my princess. If you guys have any tips for a new baby kitten, especially a kitten who isn't trained or doesn't have a mommy to teach her, like what I should do with the litter box, if you can give me litter box tips, that would be fucking amazing, because I honestly don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of just going off of what I find on Google and little tips that my mom has given me and stuff, but other than that, I don't know. I'm just doing my best. We have an automated litter box, but the bristles that grab the poop don't seem to be close enough, and sometimes it gets stuck on the bristles, and I feel like part of the reason why she's stepping in her poop or flinging it everywhere is because there's no cover.
Come here, baby.
And because there still might be little kernels of poop stuck in there because the automation isn't doing that great. So I don't know, anything helps. Any tips for kittens? I hope you enjoy the extra footage of Eve, and I hope it makes you smile. She will be, whenever she bothers me, a constant fixture in my videos from now on. My Instagram and my live stream. She's been on my live stream a lot. She likes to sleep on the table or walk on my keyboard while I'm playing games, or lay in my lap and sleep, or lay in Jay's lap.
No, Eve. Eve. No. Eve. No.
This is Eve while I'm streaming. She's just watching.
Eve, where are you? What? What? What do you want? What's she doing? What are you doing? You crazy as fuck? The fuck, you on drugs, cat? You on the drugs? This cat is on the drugs. What you doing? Is that another kitty?
She's so tired, her head fell back. It's just fur.
Your caption?
That's a kitten. Kitten, move your head up. It's not comfy.
What you doing, Eve? You trying to hide? You trying to hide? You like my BDSM whip? What happened with your thing? What happened? Oh, it's too big for her.
So cute, she started playing the music. Oh my god. You're such a retard. Oh! Can't stream with this kitty. What are you doing? I love you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the kind words and support and comments on her pictures and everything. It's been great. Bye!
Eve! Eve, come here. Oh.
She loves this whip. This is a sex whip. But she loves it.
Say bye, Eve.